Welcome back, everyone. In this episode, we're going to build a big wall clock out of aluminum. We're going to cut it out on the Crossfire Pro table. I'm going to do a quick time-lapse thing on Fusion 360 on how I made it, just quickly. If anybody's interested on how to do that, I'll just put it down there in the comments there, and maybe I'll make a video on how to go through and do all that. It's a little time consuming, probably 20 minutes or so, if that, but depending on how crazy you get with it. But if you guys are interested, I'll make you a video. But other than that, we're gonna get right on it here. Like I said, I'm gonna edit in the Fusion 360 part. We'll time lapse all that. I may do a voiceover, I may not, maybe just some sound or something, and then we'll get right on the table. I'm gonna cut I already cut the bigger one, the one I'm going to make, but I'm going to go ahead and cut a smaller one because somebody else wants a smaller one, so you guys can watch that. We'll time lapse the cutting too, just so it's not eating up the whole video, and then we'll get into the rest of it, making the rest of the clock. We're going to go through and do it all. We're going to make a backing on it. I'll probably paint it, make it real nice, but I'll start showing you here. Let's get right on it. All right, here is the big one. I just wanted to show you guys the size of it. It's 28 inches and round. That's going to end up being a pretty cool clock. Like I said, we're going to add probably like a 2-inch backing to it all the way around. I'll probably TIG weld it in with aluminum. And then I have these clock insert, or the part that goes in the middle with the hands and stuff. We got all the hands. I don't know if I'm going to do, I'll probably do blackout. Depends on after I paint it what looks better. But there's a black side and a silver side. And then that just goes through the back, you know, and you tighten it up, put your battery in it. So let's get right on it. I'm going to get you guys over here to the table. We'll cut the small one out, and then we'll proceed on the big one. I think it was the speed of the cut. We're going to try it again here, see what happens. I think it's doing it now. Okay guys, unfortunately the battery died on the GoPro when I was cutting the thing out, but we got some footage. This is going to be the strips that go around the back, so let's go ahead and get at it. I'll go ahead and let you guys watch me index this just so you know how I do it. Gotta get it. I already marked it at 3 inches. We'll baby step it in. I think it's there. And go up a little bit. Whoops. Yeah, let's give that a whirl. Okay. Make sure the Okay. Let's go for the next cut. All right, I'm gonna get these things cut off of here and I'll bring you guys back shortly. Okay, I got it in the roller here. Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and just try to go a little at a time until we get the circumference of the clock. You don't want to go too much at a time or you'll overdo it. Try to take it easy here. Do a little bit at a time. Yeah, see it already starting to curve. Let me get this thing up a little bit. Give me a little more leverage. I think I can go a little more than I'm going. There we go. That might be doing it there. All right. Let's go over and see what it looks like. Okay. Boy, it's almost there. I mean, I could probably, let me go just a hair more. I'm just going to try to turn you over here. There we go. Let's try a quarter of a turn. Maybe not. Look at it down here. Just a little bit. Good thing about aluminum, you can bend it easy. Now I don't want to go this way too much either. Sorry about that noise. Okay, so if I start to, I start to take it there and there. I'm just seeing how it's going to act as I'm spot welding it. Oh yeah. Yep, we're good right there. Okay. But you see what I'm doing here. There's going to be a, 3-inch gap from the wall to the face. And we'll put some kind of a strip across the back to hang it with, or across the top, wherever. Maybe even 2 places so it's more sturdy. All right, let's roll this other one. Oh yeah, that one's about perfect. Yep. I mean, it's almost on the money. Yeah, you go to the outside edge, it's right there. Yep. It is right there. All right. Let me get all set up to do the putting together and all that stuff, and I'll bring you guys back. Okay, so we got everything made for around this clock and stuff, and it fits it good. I got some areas cleaned up where I'm gonna like tack weld it in. First, I want to say I am no TIG welder. I'm just learning, so I just kind of went off some settings I found on the internet, and I did it on a little test plate, and it seems to be working okay. I fixed a little area in here where I cut a little too thin inside where it holds the letter on the plasma machine, so I had to remake it and piece it in there, but it turned out good, so I'll show you guys a little bit later. But I'm getting ready to get this ready, drill a few holes around the side ring where I'm going to kind of plug weld those together, and then we're going to go for it. So hopefully it all works out well for us. Like I said, I'm no TIG welder. Anybody that is, please leave some information for me in the comments on what may help me out. Like I said, I want to learn how to do it more. I got a nice TIG welder. I just don't use it much. It's a lot to set it up. So it's a lot to set it up and get going, but once it is, it's not bad. So I'd like to start using it more often, especially on aluminum and stuff like that, aluminum projects and things in that nature, because it's just, you know, especially if you can start learning how to TIG weld like a roll of dimes, they call it. It looks real pretty. So yeah, we're going to get right on it here. Let me get set up with the drill, and we'll get them sides drilled out. We'll get going with this stuff. Okay. We're going to go ahead and get these drilled first. I'm going to try to go with a smaller hole first here. Try to do this as quick as I can. Let's go with that. Well, all it needs a little bit. Probably don't need a whole bunch. It's going to be holding inside the walls too, so. You guys see that? It cleans it right up. I probably got to change that bit. I've used it a million times. Okay, I'm gonna clamp this back together. I'll bring you guys right back. Okay, I'm gonna cut this welder on. It's kind of loud, so we're gonna get going with this here. Hopefully it all works out good. I got this little thing here that feeds my rod. It's pretty cool because you gotta, if you do some research on TIG welding, you gotta kind of feed it. It's definitely a skill to get used to, so, all right. Try to get these tacked on real quick. Okay guys, as I said before, I'm no TIG welder, especially with aluminum. I usually do it with a spool gun when we fix wheels and stuff. But I'll show you here in a second. I did weld these up. Thank God for grinders. But I'm going to do a little more practicing with these pieces. I got a few settings. I think if I get right, well, it'll be a lot better. So I'm going to do some more practicing off camera, just so I ain't burning up the batteries and, you know, my SD card. So I'll get that down, and then in the second episode, we'll buzz this thing up and then proceed with the rest of it. But I really appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for hanging out. See you on the next episode.